stand end, northern end here at Brookvale to get things underway. The Warriors will have first use of it. 4 players returning for the visitors here tonight. Adam Pompey is back in the lineup. We mentioned Montoya, Sean Johnson likewise, and Luke Metcalf also into the starting side for the first time since round 4. He's been out with that fractured leg for the majority of the season. Ruben Garrick will get us underway. First of 2 games on Friday night footy right here on Fox League. There's Adam Fanua-Blake who will bring it out here and play it just inside the Warriors 20. Freddie Lussick into the starting side tonight, way to even out with the elbow injury that he exacerbated last week in that loss to the Dolphins as Lussick bypasses Barnett. Here is Walker, a former Seagull, and Capewell almost free striding here to bring it back within 10 of the halfway line. Barnett gets a carry now. Very promising and bright opening here for the Warriors as Lussick comes across to Walker. They'll take it down within 40 of the Manly line here before their last play of this opening set to the game. Comes to Johnson. He'll put up the kick, which will go down deep towards Lehigh Hopewadi. How impressive has he been in his beginning to an NRL career, now playing just game number 9. The teenager looks right at home at this level.
And that's the sort of style that you want to see the Warriors play. The shackles off early in the game, spreading the ball in their own 20. Looks like they continue that style tonight. Manly trying, doing it tough, just coming off their own line. A number of tackles to get up over that 20. Good defence early here from the Warriors.
3 plays gone, still deep inside their own 20, so a shift to try and get them out of trouble from Travojevic away to Talau. He takes it just beyond the 20, but good defence by the Warriors after that very impressive opening to the game with the ball. Here's Travojevic standing, thinking about an offload. Didn't want to put an unsuspecting forward there under pressure, so they'll kick here. Cherry Evans, one of the bigger boots in the NRL. The kick go down to Chance Nickel-Klukstar, who brings it back. And you would say a win for the Warriors from the opening sets of 6. Lara Pitt is on the sideline. Downstairs to you, Lara.
It feels like spring has come early, a couple of weeks early, and is jam-packed on the hill. Great scenes here on the northern beaches. I'm told by the Manly Seagulls of the 7 home games, 7 of the home games have sold out this year of the 9 so far. And we know there's one of them to come, a huge game in the final round against the Sharks. And these people on the northern beaches are stacking up the tickets early.
Yes, they are. Speaking of stacking up numbers, here are big meters again here for the Warriors after that collision earlier in the set. Second, a huge shot. Travojevic, he makes a catch here. And Manly again to work it off their own line. We'll see how they fare here. Want this again. Daniela Paseka and also Ben Travojevic there, making that tackle on Daniel Wateni Zalesny.
Yeah, you've got to be so good on their back 5, haven't you? Defensively, you've got to try and take some metres off them. They're running the football back like that. Good early defence there from Manly. You've got to do it tough here. First couple of sets, trying to get up over that 30. Spread the football again on the 4th.
The shift out towards Ben Travojevic this time. 4 plays gone, still only just outside their 20. Here is Tom now. So another kick coming up for Cherry Evans potentially. In fact, they'll mix things up. It's Brooks to kick from just outside his own 30. It's a very good one, but backtracking. Watching the flight the whole way was Chance Nickel-Klukstar. Courageous carry all the way back to Josh Aloiai and also Cherry Evans, and he'll play it here, or will he? In fact, he won't. There's some high contact. He's got some claret flowing from the beak.
Yeah, I was just about to say it was a dominant tackle there over the top by Cherry Evans, but must have caught him high. The good thing about it is Klukstar's to his feet. They get the penalty for the high shot. Only under a little bit of pressure early. Aloiai it was with the tackle over the top, with the shoulder there.
Little contact there from this man as well. Daly Cherry Evans initially. Saw that reaction, boy, the blood really is flowing there from the nose of Chance Nickel-Klukstar. Cherry Evans, he might be a little nervous at the moment while the referee gives Nickel-Klukstar the chance to attend to this.
We're good to go on.
Obviously broken nose, you can only imagine. And we'll wait and see if there's anything we are placing on report. Whether it's Cherry Evans or Aloiai, won't matter. The match review committee will look at this tomorrow morning. Watch again. Off Cherry Evans and into Aloiai.
Yeah, I think it's Aloiai's shoulder there. It comes in over the top. It's interesting, you said he didn't really pick up who was on report there. It was either one of those two.
Aloiai, as far as our Fox Lab stats men are concerned, here to begin the game. Johnson turns it back on the inside, and Fanua Blake is headed for the Sharks in 2025. We'll play it here just outside the 30. 6 again for the Warriors. Lussick puts it down to Capewell. Big chance for the Warriors to score first points. So it comes through Johnson, out the back now. Barnett comes towards Ben Travojevic. Brother Jake is there as well, along with Lachlan Croker. Options either side. They stack the left-hand side. Johnson goes through Metcalf. Here's a chance for Pompey. Gives it on. They'll be tackled there. Just a couple of metres out from the line with Montoya playing it. Comes back now through Metcalf. Here's Walker. Johnson, flat ball. Niokore. Work there by Travojevic. Croker did the rest. Walker takes it to the line. Taken down in the end. A desperate tackle made. Last play. Johnson rubbering. Good grab there by Hopewati. And he'll keep it in Seagull's hands in this corner of the field.
It looked like he didn't get enough on that ball there. That's the big plus there for the Warriors that come into the side. Sean Johnson, his kicking game is generally good. The side of the boot easily cleaned up there. Hopewati does a good job, read it beautifully.
Passes wide from the play the ball. Manly again camped inside their own 20 midway through this set. In the pattern through this opening 6+ minutes. Brookvale tonight comes from Croker back to Brooks once again, who will kick from inside the 30 this time. Goes down to Dallin Watene-Zelezniak, so it's all the Warriors as far as field position is concerned to begin this game. A desperate tackle made there by Ruben Garrick. Here they are, back on the attack. Montoya running there to Jake Travojevic. In fact, it was Ben. And now another set restart for the Warriors. Lussick waiting. Johnson at first receiver. Comes out towards Metcalf. He's got plenty of support. Capewell had Pompey on his outside, but he takes it inside the 20. 15 away from the line when he plays it. Johnson holds it up. Walker, a no-looker. Boy, he'd like that one over again. They had them on the rack there, given all the pressure they've brought to bear on this Manly defensive line, and I don't know that the no-look pass was needed right there.
Yeah, because Fanua Blake changed the angle there. You've got to be looking at the bloke running onto the football. It was a bad end of the set there from the Warriors. They've got a couple of repeat sets early in this game. They haven't been able to capitalise yet. That's the question. If Manly had that amount of ball up the other end of the field, would they be on the scoreboard?
So 4 tackles gone. There's a good carry here. Tom Travojevic coming in with Capewell on the ground, who is a bit dusty there. Kurt Capewell. Brooks kicks from 35 metres out this time, finds the gap between Watene-Zelezniak and Nickel Klugstad. What a terrific kick. It's gone 65 metres, and they stop the Warriors fullback inside the 20. Luke Brooks, a big play right there.
It was a big play and also a big tackle there. Brooks, he followed his kick up. He was the man that made the big strong tackle on Klugstad just to stop the fullback from making yards. He's in fine form at the moment. Brooks, he was fantastic last week in the first half against the Raiders.
The Warriors here under pressure from their own end for the first time in the game. Johnson looking 40-20. Didn't have the angle on it, but certainly was inside the 40. Saab tracked it back, brings it back here, and Manly finally will begin a set of 6 outside their own 20. Been a long time coming. Immediately they come out here through Brooks and on to Lehi Hopewati, who'll play a 20 short of the halfway line. Brooks for Tommy Talau. A tremendous season, the former Tiger. 15 tries in 18 games for Talau. Was Croker finds Cherry Evans kicking from inside the 40. He has the angle. There's the boot of DCE.
How good is it when you've got options? You look at the kick before, it was Luke Brooks. The kick downfield was a beauty. This time, Cherry Evans sets himself. You talk about big plays in the first half. They've been under the pump early in this game. And there they're straight away on the attack through their captain, Daly Cherry Evans, with the 40-20.
First chance they've had at this end of the field. They're playing here 15 away in front of the uprights as it comes through Brooks. Sends it inside for Tom Trbojevic, looking for a bit of space back through the middle. Walker was there to get a piece of him, with Lussick also involved. Set restart, going to that right-hand side. Jake Trbojevic, Cherry Evans fending away from Capewell. To the ground though by Mitch Barnett. Used up just the one. 4 set of 6, once again from close range for Manly. Second, charging hard here, back towards the post. Croker, another set restart. Brooks, here for Ben Trbojevic. Underneath, good stop there by Niokore. Croker finds Brooks. Here's Cherry Evans, goes out the back. They've got the numbers here. Tom Trbojevic gives it off to Jason Saab, who loves scoring tries against the Warriors. Make it 9 tries now in 5 games against the Warriors. First chance they get. Look at the reaction. Cherry Evans, who provided the 40-20, and they didn't waste the chance.
Yeah, straight away for the Harvey Norman replay, the 40-20, as you said, was. I asked the question, when Manly get the opportunity up the other end of the field on the attack, they are the first to score. That's the difference between the two sides so far. The Warriors had all the football early, but weren't able to get across the stripe. It's a different story now. Trbojevic comes in to make the extra man. Saab with a little bit of good footwork there, a little right foot step, stays in field. Manly, just with the one opportunity, are first to score.
Jason Saab just racks them up against the Warriors. Scored against them every time he's played. There it is, 5 games now, 9 tries against this team, and we've got a long way to go here tonight. Get out of that tally in front of a packed hill here at Four Pines Park once again. Boy, it's been quite the venue here on the northern beaches for the past couple of seasons, Blocker. They have really responded to the improved form of Manly, especially this season. Include the Warriors, who've sold out every game over there at Go Media Stadium at Mount Smart. They are 2 very popular teams in 2024.
I think it's got a bit to do with the style that they play too, the Manly side. You get behind your side when they're winning, but some wonderful long-range attackers.
From out wide, Garrick away to the right-hand side. It will stay at 4 points to 0, but a very promising opening by Manly. After all that hard work from inside their 20, they just kept turning the Warriors away, and then that huge kick by Cherry Evans to put them on the attack, and they bank points first chance they get.
Nothing really against the Warriors in that first part of the game, in the first half here. They've completed 7 from 8, so just with a couple of repeat sets, just didn't really have the ability to finish the end of their sets to score the try. Manly, as we mentioned, with one opportunity to quick play the ball. There's maybe a little bit of a high shot over the top there by Barnett.
It's been placed on report as a consequence as Pompey gets us back underway. The kick will go down to Brooks. He's got Taniel up a second there to bring it out for the Sea Eagles. They begin just outside their own 10. Wrestle here with Niokore. Must have been very close to giving away penalty there. Ben Trbojevic, after that whack across the hooter from Mitch Barnett, is okay. He'll play it as comes through Jake Trbojevic, Cherry Evans, and now Tom once again. Garrick jamming in there. Montoya, well, he thinks there should have been a knock-on call potentially. They go his side, and here is Jason Saab. He runs towards Nickel Klukstar. Last line there, 40 metres out. He made a very good tackle. Comes through Croker. Here's Brooks, and he kicks perhaps for himself. A race now with Watene Zelezniak. Under pressure, the ball beats everybody, and it will go into touch off the Sea Eagles.
He's a clever player. That short side raid again there from Cherry Evans up the short side. He saw that Montoya had come in and made a tackle and got caught at marker. Ways on, isn't he? Cherry Evans. A bit unfortunate that time they couldn't get the football back. But they've got the Warriors where they want them.
variation in the Manly kicking game tonight. Brooks and Cherry Evans really mixing things up. And here they are, but the Warriors going sideways as Lussick comes across to Capewell. The maroon and white jumpers in front of him midway through this set. Walker comes away to Johnson. Corey, good straight line there. Brooks underneath, then Travojevic over the top. Barnett just gets it rolling down the middle. Lussick from their own 40. Johnson will kick from outside it and goes to the air. Tom Travojevic pulls off Hopewadi and says, I'll make a catch on this one. He'll play it here, 17 short of the halfway line. Manly on top early. Lead the Warriors 4 points to nil. Saab coming in for a carry. Well handled there by Luke Metcalf, who was due some luck after the injuries he's had over the past couple of seasons. Cherry Evans here. The early Manly chant going up on the hill. Hacked once again. Croker comes back to Waluya. One who was involved in that situation in the 80th minute in round 6. Johnson with that field goal attempt to lock things up, hence the draw. Nickel Klukstar makes a catch here, and they'll begin the Warriors just outside their own 10. So Manly have got themselves back in the arm wrestle of the flow between sets. The ball in play a long time here. To begin this game as Wateni Lesniak takes it to the line. Johnson now for Tuivasa-Sheck. Runs towards Tommy Talau, puts a bump on him, but he's in trouble, and they take him into touch.
That's a good tackle there by Hopewadi. But we saw Tuivasa-Sheck, wonderful footwork, bumps away from the first player, but just gets up underneath there to make the tackle.
Ben, you're on report. Last set. Play the ball, you guys.
Ben Travojevic now on report after being on the receiving end of one from Mitch Barnett. There is the situation. That one just a cuffing motion around the neck or the jaw of Marata Niokore. So Travojevic also on report. The second now. What a mistake by the veteran, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. They give Manly this chance. And then we'll see if they want to try and push it out to a 6-point lead or tap it and go. And Cherry Evans says, we're going to play some football. It's Haloya off the quick tap. No kick for line, no kick for goal. Keep it in the hands. Cherry Evans comes out to Brooks. No looker there. And Travojevic under pressure from Johnson and also Niokore. Cherry Evans coming wide to Ola Kilwatu. Second game back from a 2-game suspension off the back of the Origin period. The drama in game 3 at Suncorp. Croker out of dummy half, where he tripped himself over perhaps. We've got 2 plays remaining. Here's Cherry Evans. Set and restart. Make it 6 more remaining right now.
It's almost impossible to defend against this. The 6 again there for the Manly team.
Aloye just tries to punch one in underneath the black dot. It's only a couple of metres short as they go to the right-hand side. Cherry Evans, a full 360, trying to get away from the defence of Walker. Hands it off. Brooks, Tom Travojevic through the middle. Try-saving tackle made by Niokore. And he's put the ball down. It's a knock-on in trying to play it quickly.
Yeah, good tackle there by Niokore. You see Travojevic always getting himself involved in the game. So dangerous, back on the inside. And that's a great tackle, one-on-one. The blokes would have missed that tackle that close to the line. I thought it could have gone either way there. He wasn't allowed to his feet as quick as he wanted to.
He planted the ball and then fell over, and if you don't maintain your balance, the ball that goes the other way there, and the referee happy that defence was able to hang on as long as they did. It was a great tackle by Marata Niokore. To be in for all money. Now Lussick across to Walker, who's kept on with the lock forward roll, but after coming off the bench here at Manly, the coaching of Des Hasler, to the Warriors over the past couple of seasons, still playing that link man role in the 13 jersey as the Warriors get a penalty here. And boy, you get the impression they needed that after having all the chances to begin with. They get another one here, and Sean Johnson taking quite a while here to let everybody know exactly what he expects in this next set of 6.
Just takes a lot out of you defensively. They've had to defend the last 10 minutes, the Warriors. Just see if they can just quick themselves back into gear now. They've been defending for a while. Under all sorts of pressure on their goal line.
Begin here, 35 out from the Manly line as Phil Blake will play it. Lussick for Johnson. Got Barnett back on the angle. Well handled though by Croker and also Paseka. Here's Johnson. Look at this right-hand side to Vasa Shek doing some dancing. Paseka was beaten, not Jake Travojevic though. Quick play the ball. Walker back on the inside for Barnett. They got there. Big effort by Paseka to make that tackle. Lussick, Johnson. It comes through Metcalf. Quick hands. Pompey through a dummy. He dives in and the Warriors have hit back.
That's a good try in the end. He backed himself that time. Pompey had the man on the outside. Didn't need him. Big, strong, robust centre. Gets the try. A couple of players a little bit short to get off the ground quick enough. Got caught a little bit flat-footed there. Saab had to come in. Pompey scores the try. I think they numbered up that well there, the Manly side. If you had a look at that there, you saw him straight in the pocket, Reuben Garrick. There was no spacing. Pompey gets the opportunity and scores.
You saw Reuben Garrick just second-guessing what Cherry Evans was doing on the inside, and it opened up that little bit of space. And Pompey with a chance. It's a disorganised right edge, was able to stay strong and plant it down. One of the players returning tonight suffered a knee injury back in round 20. The 23rd try of his career levels things up here at Brookvale. Luke Metcalf taking over the kicking duties. Of course, Chanel Harris-Tavita named in the run-on side earlier in the week. His place taken by Luke Metcalf on his return from the fractured leg, and he'll resume the goal kicking, and probably just in the nick of time, or maybe a fraction too late for the Warriors, because Harris-Tavita has had his issues while he's been looking after things.
And they kept giving him the kicks too, so obviously thought that he was going to come good at one stage. That's a good hit back there from the Warriors. Both sides, after they've been under the pump on their goal line, have recovered. They got a 6 again there and a kick downfield from a penalty. And good enough there to level the scores.
Still waiting for confirmation here, and in fact we may not get confirmation. We're looking for an obstruction. Let's take a look at the wider angle of this.
I reckon it's a bad read from
Just looking at the run from Kurt Capewell here. He's required to not run at the chest of a defender. He initiates the contact here with Daly Cherry Evans, which prevents him from continuing to defend. And at this point, the Warriors take an advantage. We have a decision.
Probably sums up the Warriors season, doesn't it? They just can't take a trick. And they thought they were, boy, it was a long time in coming, that decision, wasn't it, by the bunker? It was at the death as Metcalf had the kick lined up, ready to pull the trigger. And in the end, the bunker said, hang on, let's take a look at this once again.
Capable, really experienced player too. Just got caught up there with Cherry Evans, but I don't know whether they would have made the tackle there anyway. Garrick was the man that was caught out of position and got beaten.
Yeah, well stopped, I guess, Cherry Evans sliding across and making a play on Pompey. I guess you never know. So by the book there, the bunker says no try as Croker here from dummy half. We work it off Nathan Brown, who's on deck now, who's become a real cult hero. These carries off restarts for the Sea Eagles at Brookvale. Second playing. Jake Travojevic, Brooks out the back. Here is Tom into space, taken down. Good tackle by Tuivasa Shek, and he forces the ball loose as well. That was a big stop.
Oh, it was. He was just winding up to there, Big Tommy, trying to get his hands free to get the offload on the outside. He had 2 men on his outside, then the ball knocked down. Big play from Tuivasa Shek.
Metcalf, who was blessed with so much speed himself, takes them on. Handled there eventually by Ola Kawatu as they look it back into Manly territory. Walker has a leg pulled off the ground, and third man involved. That'll be a penalty against the Sea Eagles.
Osborne lets him down a little bit too. Now and again, just the lifting of the leg there.
Another chance for the Warriors. A do-over for the no try just a few moments ago. Poppy thought he had scored. He'll tap it here. Johnson. And it is New South Wales Origin representative in the winning series against Queensland. He plays it for Lassie. Goes through Walker. Fanua Blake, who's a specialist. Another brilliant piece of play by Adam Fanua Blake, and Sean Johnson scores for the Warriors.
He's a special player, isn't he? Fanua Blake, late footwork out the line, a big body. He's got good speed too, hard to put on the ground. Thought he might have been able to score himself there. He busted out of a couple of tackles, but got the offload on the outside. That's a bad miss there from Olakawatu. And the offload to Johnson, he gets the try. Look at that late footwork, beautiful offload there. He's a gun player, isn't he, Fanua Blake? Gets one-on-one. Johnson gets the spoils.
Great moment for Sean Johnson. Hit the scene all the way back in 2008 in the National Youth Competition. And it will all come to a conclusion in round 26. They take on the Sharks. They only have 2 games beyond this one. The Warriors, they have the bye in round 27. So if he plays them all, third last game here for SJ. But what about Fanua Blake? Speaking of the Sharks, who the Warriors play in round 26, he's headed to the Shire in 2025 and beyond. What a player they have picked up.
Oh, he's a magnificent player, no doubt about that. But the Warriors, it's a heads-up play there. The right-hand defence of the Manly side early in this game has been carved up a number of times. The first time they get that try, the left-hand attack there from the Warriors, but they're having trouble defensively on that side. That's where they got the try.
Well, their goal-kicking woes continue on here. A wide one from Luke Metcalf on his return. It stays at 4 points all here at 4 Pines Park. A try apiece between the Warriors and the Seagulls. There's that lovely offload again from Adam Fanua Blake. On Sunday, the UFC returns to Australia when Israel Adesanya fights bitter rival Dricus du Plessis. It's live and exclusive from Perth on Main Events. A huge clash from Perth. Come the UFC capital of Australia in recent times over there in the Golden West. So the Warriors back with the ball here. They work it away from inside their own 20. One of those games again where goal kicking comes back to haunt them with it. And they've had some in recent times as they've dropped 4 of their last 5. They were not that far back after round 17. 7 wins, 1 draw, and 8 losses. Right there in the mix as far as the top 8 spot was concerned. They've gone on to lose 4 of their last 5 games. Fanua Blake playing it. Speed about this set of 6. Nickel Quickstar back through the middle, almost away there. Jake T stops him as the kick from Sean Johnson will go down here towards Hopewadi. Within Lesniak didn't quite get there, nor to Vuvasashek to make a contest of it. He's got a great pair of hands, has the 19-year-old.
He's not afraid to attack the ball. I wonder if Manly would have thought that he'd been in this position this season. Maybe they were trying to give him another off-season. He got a little bit bigger, but he's almost demanded being picked by the Seagulls with his form.
Jackson Paulo was their first choice winger. 9 games in the NRL for Lehigh Hopewadi. We've been all in a row apart from the fractured cheekbone he suffered just a couple of weeks back. And now, as Brooks shows it on the inside, a huge hole for Talau. He's got Tom T back through the middle. Turbo will plant it down. A lovely move on this left-hand side. Brooks floating, Talau hitting the hole. The old Tigers combination.
Yeah, that was beautiful, wasn't it, just to watch? I was talking a little bit earlier about how many long-range tries the Manly side are able to do. I love the support when they do break through. Just a set play there. I'm saying how dangerous he is back on the inside. Sean Johnson got caught a little bit flat-footed, and there it is. the anticipation and the awareness of Trbojevic to realise that a break is going to be made. Good set play. Just got caught on his heels there. Johnson throws the arm out. The season he's had to allow. Start hardly with a hope here. Beautiful pass. And Tommy under the posts.
Such a lovely piece of ball playing, wasn't it, by Luke Brooks to attract the attention there of somebody so experienced like Sean Johnson, who was just tracking him across the field. Didn't for one moment think that Brooks would go back on the inside, but to allow change the angle. He was away, and there was a heap of support inside and out once he put himself into fresh air. There was only Charles Nickel Crookstar in front of him. Well summed up by Tom Talau, who's had a great season for the Seagulls. Great reaction from him in the background as well. In a rich vein of form, Tom Trbojevic. Boy, it's looking ominous in this run towards the finals for Manly, isn't it? The form that suddenly Turbo is in.
He's been unbelievable, hasn't he, since he's got himself back. And you can see the confidence building week in and week out. He was great against the Raiders last week. He's had a great start to this game. Unbelievable. Great anticipation. Knows when a break's going to be made. He's always there on the spot.
10-4 it is. Manly in control once again. Paseka brings it out here and he runs towards Dylan Walker. Very good tackle by Walker to put his body in front of such a huge man at speed like that. And off the back of that carry, Paseka will come from the field. Manly will make another change. Ethan Bullimore comes in. Yes, with plenty of speed, Bullimore. There's that tackle again underneath Dylan Walker, who bounced back to his feet. Now Cherry Evans goes out to Saab. They're off and running again. A kick over the top. The bounce is unfriendly, though, for Manly.
You just see them all get on board. Short side raids, they're very good at. This Manly side, they can pick out when the numbers are right. Cherry Evans with the cutout pass there to Saab again. Brilliant football too, isn't it? To be able to do that at full pelt, kick the ball in. Unfortunately, it bounced the wrong way for Garrick, but they were lining up back on the inside, the Manly side there. Knew exactly what was going to happen.
They found their rhythm now, haven't they? What a sight he is at full speed. Some talk about a fastest man in league race. The day of the grand final, Saab would have to be in the mix for a podium position, surely. Dennis Lesniak, well, he's quite the athlete himself. Strong carry there and earns his team a penalty to help them out of trouble here.
Geez, they've got a couple of easy get-out sets here in the first half, the Warriors. A couple of penalties. Been trying to be real aggressive too. This Manly side with their defence. Just a little bit over the top that time.
Johnson waiting. Out the back is Tuivasa-Sheck. 7-6 underway. What a left foot step he put on Jake Trbojevic there. Just left him in his wake. Jazz Tavunga bounces off the tackle there of Ben Trbojevic. One of the Warriors who is off contract and unsigned for 2025 at the moment. Lussick, Johnson, Metcalf. Cherry Evans came up very quickly. Tends to do that at time and tries to herd the opposition back towards the middle of the field. It could have hurt them once again there, but Manly were okay around Cherry Evans. And Fanua Blake is standing in the tackle here. Plays it quickly, Lussick. At the back to Tom Alley, who will try and bounce back to his feet. They're set to the right-hand side. Last tackle, Johnson showing it. Here's Nickel Crookstar, just takes them on. He was tackled, it looked like. Pass off the ground, not called. Tavunga kicks. Tom Trbojevic can't bring it back.
The ball carrying arm always stays up with momentum. Shot clock on.
And you hear the call of Chris Butler, who says that arm carrying the ball never touched the ground. Boy, was he stopped though? No momentum there for Nickel Crookstar. Had to be very close to being a completed tackle.
A pretty good kick there from Tavunga, who's just been on the field. Unsigned. Looking to be jumping on board and sign him if you're down the bottom of the table.
A contest here, a couple of players getting tangled up. Saab was one of them. It ends up in the hands of Ruben Garrick, and Manly have got the ball back from their own short goal line dropout. Big result there. The referee was happy about the collision had by Saab and one of the Warriors going to ground. Waiting on the kick was perfect, and there they were contesting it. The referee said that was all okay. Andrew Webster less than impressed. Ben Travojevic to brother Tom. Ball out the back. Lehigh Hopewati has been ruled to have knocked this on. He was facing his own goal line, but as you see the referee say, he pulled it towards the opponent's goal line.
Geez, they have to get off the line and put some pressure on there. Travojevic coming in to make the extra man. Well, he pulled that ball. It's a knock on. It's a good call from the ref. They've had equal opportunities in this game so far. The Warriors played some good football early. They need to get over that stripe. Just a couple of times here. They're playing good enough. They've got another opportunity now, 35 out.
After the scrum feed, from Lussick to Johnson, ball very flat pass from the base of the scrum. The Manly fans are not happy. The rub of the green in their eyes in the last couple of minutes. Johnson here, hold it up, take it back to LA, who just takes it towards the defence there. Brown and also Ben Travojevic. Options either way. Lussick says on the option, takes it from dummy half, and almost beats Bullymore in a race to the line. Quick play the ball. Here's a chance. Tuivasa-Sheck. Terrific tackle made by Luke Brooks. A try saver right around the legs. Johnson now grubbering in behind. Metcalf was pouring through. They've hung on to it though, and Manly again just keep denying the Warriors. It was Cherry Evans this time.
I hope we get another shot of that. Cherry Evans reads the play brilliantly. Little grubber kick in. And he's the first man onto that football. Would have been easy for him to clock off there, but not at Cherry Evans. Big play.
Big carry there by Nathan Brown to help Manly away from their own 20. Gordon Chan Kumtong is out there, one of his first involvements. The pass hit Bullymore on the chest. He puts it down, and then Pompey puts it down. And listen to these boos, because the referee will say there was no advantage there to the Warriors.
Knock on first, no advantage. Sean.
And as you can hear, the locals believe the Warriors certainly took their advantage.
Getting plenty of opportunities, aren't they, through the errors from this Manly side. Got to be good enough to score. I'm just waiting for Metcalf to take that line on. I know he's only his first game back, but he's got explosive speed. Manly is starting to get a little bit tired. The back end of this first half. It's now time for Metcalf to take the line on. Great field position for the Warriors.
Daly this time, mate. Let's go.
So Manly some late defensive realignment here. Cherry Evans rushed down to the right edge, and now the Warriors will come to the other side of the field to where DCE went. Metcalf it is who takes on Luke Brooks. 5'8" on 5'8". They'll stop him here just outside the 10. Brooks gives away another set of 6. LA will work it down towards the uprights. And Lussick waits at dummy half. Here is Fanua Blake. What's happening on the left-hand side? They're not quite ready there, so he takes a carry himself. Bernard tackle as Lussick comes out the back. Johnson sweeping to the right edge. Niokore. Nice straight run. 3 defenders there to meet him. LA once again. Towards the line. Bornas backs his way in. Played on top of the try line. Here's Johnson sweeping again. Nickel Cookstar. The Tannies are Lesniak. They have got them this time. A flying put down by DWZ. It was worked so nicely by Sean Johnson, who aimed up on the left-hand side, swung back quickly to the right, and it gave them the extra man.
Yeah, certainly did. Just a different stage there for Sean Johnson, where he started on that left-hand side, cuts back to the right. Lesniak is good enough to score there. He doesn't need that much of an opportunity. Just have a look at him cutting back here. Hawadi got caught flat-footed, got on the outside, and there's a try. Ample enough football. They've got a few 6 agains, a little bit of luck going their way, but they're good enough to get the try.
Reached the outstretched arm there of Lehigh Hopewadi, trying to knock it free as he flew through the air. He got up a little bit gingerly, but then he's a Lesniak. He's had a bit of a lower back problem, which is getting a lot of attention in the dressing room before kickoff, before they came out for the warm-up. They came back to the rooms, he got more attention before they took the field proper for the beginning of the game. But he's a pro's pro when it comes to scoring tries like that. Real cult hero over there, of course, at Mount Smart Stadium again in 2024 off the back of what they did in making it to a prelim final last season.
He doesn't leave anything in the tank, does he? He goes 100 miles an hour, week in and week out. Whether he's cutting the ball off his own line or finishing. And that's a great time to score for the Warriors.
Metcalf trying to level things up. Better kick this time around. Keeps it inside the left upright. We are locked up here between Manly and the Warriors. 10 points all after that golden point 22-all draw back in round 6 earlier this season.
Yeah, it's been good stuff there from Johnson. Coming back into the team. His last few games in the NRL, by the look of it, you want to leave an impression. Not that he hasn't already, but he's been instrumental to get them right back into the game now. Level pegging.
Bullymore has joined the hit parade as far as players being placed on report so far in this game. 35 minutes of action. It's quite a list already. As for Newell-Blake, we'll bring it back out here, and a step. He gets his nose through the line and will play it already just outside the 20 for the Warriors to put them on the front foot to begin this set. What an asset he is. Now they're playing it there. Johnson had the reach for a pass, and a great one. And now Tuivasa-Sheck doing some stepping. On 3 plays, they brought it back almost to the halfway line already. Just under 5 minutes remaining in this opening half. The Warriors playing like they don't believe they are done with yet as far as the finals are concerned. But boy, they need a miracle. Johnson, he'll kick here. An attacking kick from 30 metres out. But then he's a Lesniak is there. Hopewadi makes the catch. And Manly will begin from inside their own 10. I'll give you an idea, Block, that the Warriors would have to win all 3 of their remaining games. This is their 3rd last game tonight. The Dolphins would have to lose 3 out of 4. The Dragons would have to lose 3 out of 4. And the other teams, the Broncos, etc., above the Warriors would have to lose a couple of games also. It is highly unlikely, but there is a minor chance.
I love it when you talk like this. That is some sort of chance.
Here is Brown. He'll play it about 15 short of the halfway line. Chan Kum Tong beat it back to Brooks. Big kick once again. And we're taken here. Fingers pointing to the sky from Nickel Klukstad. Brings it back beyond the 30. And have this and perhaps one more chance to add points before the break. Montoya here, a shift to Metcalf, and here they are, an attacking mood from inside their own half. Poppy, with a bumping run, takes it back into Manly territory. So tackles up their sleeve here. Montoya brings it back, scurrying run, quick play the ball as well. Johnson is there. He sets the occasion nicely so far this evening. 2 more plays left in this set. Here's Johnson again, so many touches. Metcalf now using his speed. Pompey, big fend on Garrick again. He takes it down within 5 metres of the line. He'll play it for Montoya. Comes back to Metcalf, who will kick across the field. A chance to Tuivasa-Sheck is there. It bounces away, but then he's a Lesniak. Cleans it up. He's still going. No restarting of the tackle count. They won't need it because Lussick has pounced on the crumbs and scored, or has he?
We're back to tackle 0. I've got a knock on Manly first. Confirm a second knock on from the Warriors.
Well, they need a little bit of luck. Back-to-back tries leading into the half-time. If they get this one awarded, Lesniak again with the kick in behind.
Play's been cleared up to this point. Just looking to see who touches the ball first.
I think it's come off Talau, hasn't it?
The ball is initially knocked on by Tommy Talau, restarting the tackle count, and then it's backward of Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. We're playing on at this point.
And no doubt it's backwards there off the right arm of Tuivasa-Sheck. Then returning to Lesniak. Scurries back towards the middle. Meets the tackle there of Ben Travojevic. And then Lusick is onside.
Chases on the left or onside, playing on at this point.
And as long as he grounds the ball, we'll get the green lights here for the Warriors.
He does well to let that ball bounce away rather than trying to scoop it up.
At this stage.
His first contact with the ball obscured there by the upright pads. Knocked down by Chan Kum Tong off the leg of Lusick.
He's knocked it on.
Oh,
every touch from Manly is backwards. Just looking at the boot from Cherry Evans here, he's entitled to play at the ball as it is a loose ball at this point.
Every touch by Manly backwards, apart from the very first touch, of course, knocked on by Talau.
There's a little bobble here as Lusick tries to scoop it up and put it over the line.
Cherry Evans gets the ball first, which he's entitled to do. There's no foul from him, and Freddie Lusick knocks on in the in goal. We have a decision.
Thought I was seeing things there for a second.
We'll come back to the knock on by Tom Talau. It'll be Warriors ball out here on this right-hand side of the field.
Warriors scrum. It's going to be a scrum. I don't know, mate, about 4 minutes. Where do you want it, boys?
All out attack now from the Warriors at 2.5 to go for half time.
Can't be advantage points because I didn't actually tell them that it was touched, so they don't know that they
Not a bad place to attack from, right under the black dot. 10
How
out.
long's left, guys?
See what they can come up with here.
Good time of discussion here between the Warriors and the referee. VB hard-earned index. Adam Fanua Blake. Opening half, he has had 45 points.
Head down.
Hard-earned index. Metcalf with the scrum feed. Here's to Tuivasa-Sheck. Goes to his knees to make that catch. And the Warriors, just before half-time, big chance to score and take the lead. LA charging towards the uprights. He's been a handful, hasn't he, after coming off the bench not that long ago. Lusick out here through Fanua Blake. Johnson backwards off his hands. Play on. No, knock on is the call.
You can't challenge you. I said you kept pulling it towards the dead ball line. Shot clock's on. 20 metre.
He thought about it there, Johnson. He said, no. Let's get on with it.
2 minutes 46.
I think I'll win this one.
Here, guys.
Given where he touched it and where the ball finished, it would have been touch and go. I'm sure the bunker probably would have backed up the referee's on-field call there. So good decision by the veteran not to challenge that one. Manly survive. We've got just over 90 seconds here before half-time. Big game coming up, second of 2 beyond this one. After full time, we'll take you to the Roosters and the Eels. Of course, the Roosters going to push their claims to cement a top 4 spot and run towards the finals. The Eels trying to play the spoiler here in their final month of the season. As Brown will play it, 15 short of the halfway line. Manly, they love a trick shot.
We saw it last week against Canberra. Jerry Evans with the crossfield kick for Saab.
Right before half-time. And see what they provide here. Brown, Travojevic on the inside. He's off and running again. Cherry Evans had to hurdle the player. Otherwise, he might have been hard to stop. 30 metres out. Last tackle here. Chan Kum Tong comes out to Brooks. He'll kick it. He won't get there to make a contest of it. Lieutenant Lesniak gets hit hard and drilled back into the in-goal area. It will be a goal line dropout.
Breaks the tackle, second one goes in.
Jeez, it's a big shot too. To allow it, it comes away with that tackle. Puts his body on the line. There's a bit of clever play again, back through the ruck. Cherry Evans just stumbled. That's a good shot. All or nothing there from Talau.
Referee thought it was all okay. Down to 1 second on the dropout clock. They go long, they go very long. What a kick that is. It goes down to the Manly 30, and this will be the only play the Seagulls get as the siren sounds. Terrific end by the Warriors to get themselves out of trouble right there. Well, it was close in round 6. In fact, you couldn't split them. And at halftime here in round 24, you can't split them once again. Manly and the Warriors all locked up at 10 apiece. Place in the finals. Warren Smith, Steve Walker-Roach and Lara Pitt take you through this second half before we move you on to the Eels up against the Roosters. That one's next. We've got 40 minutes here remaining between these two sides. Given what we've seen so far, it might be a ding-dong finish once again. As Bullymore will play it here, 5 short of the 20-metre line as Chan Kum Tong from dummy half goes through Brown, Cherry Evans. Early shift by the Seagulls. Tom Trbojevic out to Ruben Garrick, but they were waiting for him. Good hands up defence on this left-hand side by the Warriors. Saab now. A couple of long runs in that opening 40. Brings it back to within 20 of the halfway line here. Now Brown. 5 or 6 metres only on that particular carry. The lashes out there at Tom Alley before he plays the ball. Tom Trbojevic brings it back to almost the halfway line. No issues for Manly in getting to this point of their opening set. Luke Brooks here under pressure. Lassie had a chance to put some real pressure on him, but dropped off on the effort. And so it's Delawateni Zalesniak, one of the Warriors' try scorers in that opening half, who will bring it back and play it just short here of the 20.
Well, both sides have got plenty of creativity in their side, haven't they? We saw the first shift there of the second half straight away from the Manly side. I reckon as players start to get tired defensively, I reckon the game's going to open right up here in the second half. With Brown trying to lead the line speed. He does it so well. He's got to make sure that he connects.
Just Devunga takes it back across the halfway line. Completion rates for both teams pretty good in that opening half. Manly 16 of 20. The Warriors 19 of 23. Lehigh Hopewadi was very secure in that first half. Play it here just inside his own 20 as Brooks feeds it from dummy half. Here is Tommy Talau making a bumping run. Bring it back for a gain of about 10 as we go downstairs for a halftime report with Lara Pitt.
Yeah, Anthony Seibold highlighted the lack of accuracy as the Manly Seagulls pick up a penalty here, and attention to detail from his Seagulls, and it's what's kept the Warriors in the game. He praised their energy, but said detail has been poor. He just wants to see them hold on to the footy and build some field position, and the attack will come. From Andrew Webster, he was certainly happy. He felt that they had all the momentum through the middle. Just wants to see them tighten things up around the ruck defensively and be on turbo red alert.
They need to be tonight because he's picked up from where he left off last week with those 2 tries that brought up his century against the Raiders down there in Canberra. Here's Cherry Evans. Brown moves it on to Brooks, to Lau. Got a big role in Tom Trbojevic's try in that opening half. Now Ben. Strong carry there, down to just outside the Warriors 20. Chan Kum Tong comes across here. Cherry Evans showing it. Bullymore stopped and puts it down. Good contact there. It was Adam Fanua-Blake who makes the tackle. What a game he's had here tonight.
He's unbelievable, isn't he? Just with his defence and also his footwork at the line, speed, strength. He's the one that can get the Warriors home here. There's Brown again. That's what I was talking about. Comes up out of the line in front of everyone. You've got to make sure you make those tackles, but Fanua-Blake, the outstanding player for the Warriors in the first half.
Corey playing it there. Chan Kum Tong left on the ground. Touching on the shoulder off the back of that contact. And Nickel Cookstar here takes it down to the 30. 6 again for the Warriors. Set restart. Fanua-Blake, big fend there on Jake Trbojevic. You don't see that very often. Jake T put on the seat of his pants. Johnson with his right-hand side there. And then we'll take it to the ground there. Johnson heads back out to the left-hand side, barking instructions. Devunga one-on-one. Good stop made by Chan Kum Tong. and he's knocked it on.
It was a gutsy tackle. Chan come long with the tackle there, front on. Just got picked out there. Devanga just picks him straight out. Runs one-on-one. There's the push off there from Fanua Blake. Just got caught a little bit flat-footed there. Generally gets up under the ball. Jakey. Time got pushed off. He'll be filthy about that. You watch him get the next time he tackles.
Speaking of tackles, what about that one from Gordon Chan Kumtong underneath Jazz Tavunga to help the ball come free? One-on-one. He stopped him cold. But again, Fanua Blake just doing something with his feet. He provided that ball earlier in the first half. A try when Johnson was on the back end of it. They made it 4 points all. So hard to stop cleanly is Adam Fanua Blake. Here's Nathan Brown. Not pass there for Bullymore, but they're up in his face. He's done well to hang on to that.
He hasn't got the best hands, has he, Bullymore?
Had a couple of moments so far in this game. And now there's a chance for Brooks. Good stop by Johnson with some help there from LA in the end. From inside the 40, Jerry Evans kicks down towards the corner. Montoya making his return from injury, tracking back with it. A groin issue. Oh, bounces off the shoulder there of Chan Kumtong. If he had an issue with the shoulder, the replacement hooker, he just tested it out right there. Doing likewise, Tommy Talau on the Tennies of Lesnia. Some impact here from these Manly defenders.
Might have taken a little bit personal at half-time. I've got to rev up from their coach that the defence wasn't solid enough. Through the middle again they go, the Warriors.
Vasicek again. It's Chan Kumtong who's been left on the ground. He's a bit dusty this time around. They'll play it inside the Seagulls 40. Last play for Johnson to kick. Capewell pushing through, so is Pompey, but going back. Saber's there to make the catch. Need to get the body position and get to ground. He does so eventually, but for a moment there, the Warriors had ideas of driving him back into the in goal for a dropout. Yarrick met. Strong contact there. So Manly under pressure here to work it away from their own end without incident. Tommy Talau coming in for a carry. They're midway through the set. Here's Hopewadi now, 19-year-old, brings it back to almost the 20. Gets a quick play the ball. Oh, Brown. He did well there. Could have easily had one that come off the head without even touching it. Good hands in the end. So strong set by the Warriors in defence. The kick is deep. Tennies of Lesnia bringing it back at speed. He just runs at them. And there'll be a penalty here. Is there for a player being downtown in front of the play the ball for the Seagulls.
Time's out. No, we had to play the ball's case.
Can't be a fast one. Boy, I haven't seen a downtown penalty for some time.
You'd think the players would have jerried after they changed the rule. Everyone's got to be behind the ball. Downtown kicks.
So from right in front here, 20 metres out.
Confident.
He's had the chance to take the lead there at 12-10. Instead, they'll go for 4 points, if not more. Barnett will play it. Lussick heads out here to Adelaide, taking some stopping again. Jake Travojevic underneath him. Chan Kumtong over the top. Here is Johnson. Oh, a pass for Capewell.
A shocker.
There's no timing on the play. And I don't know that Capewell thought he was anything other than a decoy there, but the pass all the same was just too low for the big edge forward.
It was a little bit rushed. It looked like Johnson had changed his mind there right at the last second. Just threw it round to his knees. Bad glare there from the veteran.
Let's go here, guys.
Andrew Webster is glaring at the stats page, looking at their completion rate, shaking his head, thinking, how do we not take the lead there to go 12-10 ahead? Instead, we cough it up. Opportunity goes begging for the Warriors. Paseka is back out there, playing it down the middle of the field. Ben Travojevic working off Nathan Brown. He's got that ball-playing middle forward role at the moment for Manly. Here he is in a more accustomed role. They're playing for Lachlan Croker, who is back out there for Chan Kumtong, who took a couple of hits for his trouble. A bit battered and bruised back on the bench at the moment, the young replacement dummy half. Jake Travojevic, Cherry Evans here, Croker, Garrick on his outside, Luke Metcalf though up very quickly in his face. And Turbo will play it there. There is Croker. Brooks from inside the 40. Good kick. Intercepted though. It's passed by Nickel Crookstar, who brings it back and straightens. He sees second there in the middle of the field, trying to make it a straight line. So they begin at their own 30. Still no change. Half-time scoreline through 9.5 minutes of action in this second half.
It's been a good formula here for the Warriors, just going straight through the middle, getting in behind the markers. And getting plenty of ground there. Just getting off their line is quick now.
Hussey comes out here to Johnson. Ale poking his nose through the line there has been so hard to stop. Metcalf with the kick. Plenty of chases. Montoya is thereabouts. They'll let Saab make the catch, and now they hold him up again and drive him back towards the goal line. They're determined to force a goal line dropout off a kick that he fields inside his own 10. The Warriors here too quickly off their own line. They give away an offside penalty. Let's go down to you, Lara.
Yeah, just letting you know that Gordon Chan Compton has gone straight up the tunnel with the doctor to have that shoulder looked at. We'll give you an update as soon as we have it. And also the rain has started coming down here on the northern beaches. There was a storm west of Sydney, and it looks like it's coming our way.
Coming to the lights now. The rain is falling here at Brookvale. Ponchos and jackets getting a run. A mild August night. I swear spring was already here. As the Seagulls search for the lead. Brooks, Travojevic, here's Talau stepping on the inside there of the oncoming Wateni Zalesniak. Now Brooks straightens, takes them on. 25 metres out. He'll play it here. Cherry Evans. To the old Harbour Bridge ball. What a pass that was. Saab, the timing was delicious. He'll play it just inside the sideline. Tom Travojevic, Cherry Evans a kick straight to Tom Alley. The Warriors forward wraps it up.
Yeah, he did well to hang on to that, Alley. Crossfield kick there. What about the pass over the top? A strange looking pass. The idea was right. Got on the outside of him again there.
It was suspended in mid-air for so long, the pass, and he came from so far back there, Jason Saab. It was a set play. Coming across, good effort by Nickel Crookstar to shut that down. The Warriors hang on. Last play here for them. Johnson kicking, trying to produce a spiralling torpedo. He can't strike it as he likes. As the rain gets ever heavier here, with Hopewadi bringing it back towards the halfway line, and just slightly heavier now, the rain.
It's a bit of a different start there now for the Manly side. It's a good win for them over the halfway line on the third tackle. Haven't been in that position so far in the second half, been working the ball off their own line.
Now for second. Cherry Evans inside ball. Manly chant goes up once again here. Trying to inspire their team. Brown, the Brooks under pressure though. Good effort getting up very quickly with Sean Johnson. Last play for Manly. Cherry Evans will kick out towards Saab and also Garrick. Contest there. Montoya couldn't catch it. Ruben Garrick could. He goes up above them, brings it down, and that's how Manly retake the lead.
There's a Harvey Norman replay there. Garrick, eyes only for the ball. Very hard when a player's running straight down there and you're caught flat-footed. Crossfield kick, perfectly weighted. Cherry Evans again involved. That's a try assist for him. Montoya goes up, just can't take the ball. I think Ruben Garrick believed he had that ball caught on the full there. A little bit of a surprise on his face. Just like that, after they've had the better of the second half to start, the Warriors, Manly are good enough. Garrick gets over the stripe. Could pump him up now. The rain's starting to get a lot heavier, but the Manly side get the first try of the second half.
A beautifully placed kick. Try confirmed. It was a clean grab. Garrick versus Montoya. Got there first. No bobble of the ball. No hint of a knock on there. He had hands of glue. And now in the top 5 as far as point scorers are concerned once again in this season. Try and add to his own tally here tonight. Push the Seagulls out by 6. Garrick converts from behind the uprights. It's 16 points to 10. We've got 25 minutes remaining here at Brookvale.
It's going to be hard for them to come back now. They've got their tails in the air, the Manly side. As I said there, the better of the start of the second half, the Warriors just got to stick in the grind now. Open up a little bit, this Manly team. The rain might hamper them a little bit, but it's a style of football that they play.
The Seagulls have one more game here at home. They'll return in round 27. They take on the Sharks. Rugby League returns to Las Vegas in 2025. Next year will be bigger and better. 8 teams, 4 games. Just one epic ticket is all you need. Tickets and travel packages are on sale now at nrl.com/Vegas. Kick things off in 2025. The Warriors will be there. It is raining very heavily now as the Seagulls work it away from their own end. This field, though, in pristine condition. Want to change playing surface to what it used to be here a number of seasons ago when it was flat out terrible and the worst playing surface in the league for a long time. There's Paseka. Takes it across the 40-metre line. Warriors have gone blow for blow with Manly to this point of the game. Here is Paseka, who is left on the ground. Time off for the moment, says referee Chris Butler.
He's up and ready. I just did his head, I was just making sure.
So what happens here as he goes to ground. That's the knee there of Dimitri Sifakula, who's on deck for the Warriors. Maybe as he went down backwards there, the back of his head colliding with the thigh or the upper knee area of Sifakula. It is going to be a penalty for the contact there on Daniela Paseka. So Sifakula placed on report. It's teeming down now here on the northern beaches. Did you bring your brolly blocker?
No, there'll be a race out to the car, don't worry.
Here is Croker from underneath to play the ball. It comes out to Cherry Evans on a Kawatu, takes it inside the 20. Croker waits with a big lineup out to the left-hand side for Manly. Brooks heads that way. Throws a dummy, hangs on to it. They'll take it there just outside the 10. Croker comes back through Jake Travojevic. Cherry Evans feigns a pass. Garrick, good stop there by Adam Pompey. Right around the bootlaces. 4 plays gone. Cherry Evans bouncing one way, comes back to the open side with a dead end. Puts a kick in for himself, and then he'll get his team 6 more tackles. A stroke of rugby league genius, ad-lib as it was from Daly Cherry Evans.
You know, good things always happen around him, and he makes it happen. He's a danger when he gets into dummy half. You don't know what he's going to do. Just stands in the tackle. A little bit of grubber kick in behind. He was in perfect position. Clock start. And then the attack again.
And there was nothing doing. He gets his team 6 more plays right here. Croker dropping back from dummy half. Finds Cherry Evans. There's Olakau'atu. Metcalf at his hands full there. And with help, will stop him. And the ball comes free. And the referee says it wasn't helped out by the Warriors.
Box on. Good.
No indication of a challenge here by Manly. Olakau'atu to shake of the head.
Just a cold drop, really, wasn't it, when he was trying to stand in the tackle and offload the ball out the back.
Down to you, Lara. Boy, it's pouring suddenly.
It absolutely is, Vossi, and these slippery conditions are starting to play its part. The fans are trying to find cover, and there is electrical activity. We just saw a strike of lightning to the east of the stadium, and I can tell you the NRL ground managers are onto it. They're monitoring the situation, but it's quite hairy down here right now.
So, yeah, some lightning strikes in the vicinity. Keep an eye on that as as you said, the NRL. So this passes through quickly. They tend to. This is as severe as this, with the lightning attached to a storm cell as well right here on the northern beaches. For the moment, the Warriors are also playing in conditions similar to this back at home at Mount Smart Stadium. They're plenty of practice at it as Fanua Blake takes it beyond the 40. Last tackle, though, down by 6. Midway through this second half, Johnson takes it to the halfway line before he puts the kick in. Hopewadi happy to let it bounce. It will beat everybody beyond the dead ball line. Great patience and poise showed there by the 19-year-old winger. Manly have 7 tackles from their own 20.
I'll tell you what, if that ball landed in the in-goal area, Tuivasa-Sheck was herring down the field. Good kick downfield by Johnson. The lottery now with these sort of conditions, and it'll be bombs away from both sides.
And per second. Take a carry here towards the halfway line. Cherry Evans, we know obviously, field goal specialist, a 7-point lead. Now that we have these sort of conditions, that would be handy. It wouldn't be a surprise if sometime out from full time he decides to try and push it out to 7. Here's Nathan Brown off the left foot. Look it down here just outside the 30. As Croker waits midway through this set. It is monsoonal suddenly here at Manly. Now Brooks chipping in behind. Talau is pushing through. With Henry Zalesniak read it nicely, and he brings it back, or ankle tap there. Otherwise, he takes it back a long way.
He just doesn't leave anything in the tank, doesn't he? Attacks the football every time he gets the opportunity. That was a poor kick there from, it was Luke Brooks there to try to put it up the short side. And they are on the attack again now, up over the halfway line, the Warriors. Got to stick at it.
3 plays gone in this set. Back in Manly territory, Capewell brings it back here to Paseka. Good carries. Putting an attacking kick here to maybe force that goal line dropout they've been looking for. Here is Nickel Cookster coming out of the line. Tommy Talau might have hurt himself in making that tackle. Flexes the neck and the shoulder as well as Johnson puts it in the air. Tom Trbojevic over there, out near the sideline, trying to hold him up was Wateni Zalesniak, but he's too experienced for that is Turbo and gets to the ground in time. Manly through Hopewadi. Inside their own 20, and a one-on-one strip. Brilliant work by the Warriors, a former Sea Eagle as well, and Dylan Walker produces it. Here's Tuivasa-Sheck, feeds Johnson. Sifakula will take a carry towards the uprights. The initial tackle. Yes, he is. The second missed him, cleaned up there by Brown and also Croker. Slow play the ball. Set restart is the call. Lussick from dummy half. He hails from this part of the world, but he'll be held up here.
Another 6 to go for Lachlan. So this means 0 out here. We're out of no tackles.
I thought they weren't set there. I decided to play the ball on their own line, so they'll bring it back to the 10 and once again get another set restart. Golden chance to level things up here at 16 apiece. Rain has eased off for the moment. As Lussick waits, comes out to Johnson, who puts it down. He had players in motion on his outside. Pompey was pushing through, looking for a grubber. Instead, it went to ground. Very slippery conditions. He's going to have the ball securely, and the Seagulls work it away.
Well, he got every right to get up and run there. Olakawatu, it was a long way downfield, then they called it back. One of the Warriors had tried to make the tackle and just took his hands off him.
Then has been stopped by Johnson, with the arm carrying the ball on the ground, and Johnson in contact with him. Now Croker from inside the 40. Turns Montoya around. Sets up nicely for him off his very slippery surface. Suddenly brings it back and then just runs straight at Lachlan Croker, who some time ago now suffered that concussion, missed a lot of game time before returning last week against the Raiders, where his career began back down there in Canberra. The concussion he suffered was back in round 9. Just a big portion of the season as work it through with Danny Zalesniak. Well, the rain is just pouring down again here now. Johnson. Manly not quite back onside there, so Capewell takes some big meters here and brings it down just outside the 30. Play number 5 in the set. Metcalf down the short side. Numbers, Montoya, hemmed in there by Garrick and also Trbojevic. And they're just outside the 10 on the last. It is torrential again. Johnson will kick out wide. But then he's Lesniak up against Hopewadi. A juggle. He couldn't bring it down.
I think he's knocked it on there. A little bit unfortunate. That's what I said. Lots of fortune there with the crossfield kicks. Up high, put him under pressure. Perfectly weighted. Gets the first grab on the way down, tries to grab it.
As close as that to potentially levelling up the game. Downstairs to you once again, Lara.
Yeah, we're just keeping our eye on Manly fullback Tom Trbojevic. He was gesturing towards his pec and asking the trainer to come over and have a look at him. He looks like he's playing on for now, but we'll just keep an eye on him.
Well, that would be a concern, of course, in his many injuries over the seasons in recent times especially. He has had a pec injury, so we'll keep an eye on him. And now ball put down. Boy, it's hard to hang on to the ball at the moment. His season ended, of course, the end of the Origin Series last year with a pec muscle for Tom Trbojevic. A strain there to the pectoral muscle ended his season just last year. He also did it back in 2019 and missed the finals for the Seagulls. So they will take no chances with him and his condition, no matter what the scoreline is here this evening, Blocker.
No, you're 100% right. It looks like he's trying to stay out there at the moment. He's got themselves in front here in the second half. The Manly side, they need all troops on deck.
So now it's Metcalf from the scrum win for the Warriors. Full set from close range once again. Oh, scattered on the hill. Those who didn't have shoulder, brolly or a poncho or something, they've just gone for the hills beyond the hill. Johnson. Forcifakula. Inside pass, 10 metres out. Conditions of call for a Fanua Blake run. Instead they come out wide to Capewell, who goes close. Only a metre out. He'll play it here. 4 tackles gone in this set. Here's Metcalf. At the back, the ball goes to ground. Oh, knocked on is the call. Into a Manly defender.
That's a loose ball there. I think you'll find it might have been Jakey Trbojevic up underneath the ball there. Metcalf tried to take the line on. Capewell goes close.
A bit of friendly fire there, Jake Trbojevic. Shoulder to the head. He's okay to continue on. In fact, we'll pack down in the middle of the front row at this scrum. So 14 minutes remaining. It's an important game for the Seagulls in particular. The Warriors, a minuscule chance of making the finals this season. They will keep their hopes alive with the victory. As slim as they are, Manly though in 6th position on the ladder. 11 wins, 1 draw, 8 losses. 12.5 wins, which is where they would be if they could get the job done here tonight. Would not take them so close to wrapping up the finals berth. For the moment, on the live ladder, they go ahead of the Bulldogs, courtesy of that draw back in round 6 against tonight's opponents and the Warriors. Last play here comes out to Cherry Evans. He'll kick down towards Montoya. Sabers out there near the sideline, tries to wrap him up and swing him towards the sideline. Good work by Marcelo Montoya to bring that down in play.
Not a bad tactic there. He's that close to the sideline. They can take the football and try and march him into touch. And there's some good defence there.
It's Pompey who has put it down in the tackle. So another mistake. Johnson says to him, hey, head up. We've still got time here, plenty of it. 12.5 minutes remaining. Try and make a dent in this Manly lead. Another player placed on report here with Dimitri Sifakula for this action on Tom Trbojevic. Comes up around the neck there. Wouldn't have thought that was worthy of being placed on report.
I didn't think so, but anyway, there's been plenty of players put on report here this evening in this game. Manly with an opportunity, 30 out. They can really put the Warriors to the sword here if they can get over the strike.
Tolu Kola is out there now, making his return from injury tonight. And surgery on a medial ligament to his knee after round 18. He's back here in round 24. Out there at the moment with that knee heavily strapped on the left edge of the field. They go towards him now. Cherry Evans. Here's Brooks. Tom Travojevic bypasses Kola for the line. Lehigh Hopewadi. A famous name at this famous rugby league venue. And the 19-year-old makes it a big lead now for men.
You put it down to the fence a little bit earlier where they forced Sierra and got field position. The pass from Tommy Turbo's a pearler here. The Lesniak is caught in field in no man's land. They only need that one little option here out the back. Just look at the Lesniak there, just caught in field, marking no one. Get the ball on the outside. That should shut it down there for the Manly side. Double pump, cut out pass. Manly good enough to score.
Yeah, it'll go a long way towards sealing the deal. Still 11 minutes or just under remaining. At the moment, 10 points the difference, but in these conditions, it'll be a long way back for the Warriors. Nickel Crookstar sliding across, couldn't take down Lehigh Hopewadi. Boy, what a confident teenager he is. Has just looked the goods from the moment he got a chance. He's done some marvellous things with his hands in his time in the NRL and scores a big try there. Going from beside the uprights to make it 2 converted tries the difference here. 70 gone in game 1 of 2 tonight on Friday night footy on Fox League. The Roosters and the Eels, they're coming up next. Stay with us beyond full time. But here for the moment, the rain just easing up ever so slightly as we watch this replay once again. Lieutenant Zalesniak there in no man's land, just beaten by the pass.
Just one little play there from Tommy Turbo. The class to just identify straight away a cut-out pass. That's the right ball to throw. It's probably been the difference between the two sides. Just the execution at the back end of sets there from the Manly team when they've got opportunity. The Warriors have had plenty of opportunities, but just haven't been able to nail it.
Oh, the kickoff put down by Luke Brooks in the in-goal area. So there you go. The Warriors with a chance here from right on top of the line can reduce the lead to 6 once again, and still with almost 10 remaining.
Themselves a chance now to see how much energy they've got to give themselves a little bit of a sniff to get right back in this game. They go for the long dropout. Cherry Evans, look at that.
It's hard to believe there was no Warriors capture there back on the halfway line. They were all 40 metres from the line or closer. That was curious because Manly surely were always going long with a 12-point lead.
Yeah, well, they went short a couple of times in that first half, but yeah, that was a big play there from Cherry Evans again. No one back there for the Warriors.
And they've burnt 3 plays to bring it back within 30 as Johnson comes across to Metcalf. Out the back is Pompey. Toya was there with him. A nice tackle made by Reuben Garrick. 20 metres away. Comes through Metcalf. There's Walker. Just burn a tackle there. Take it towards the uprights and then look for a quick play the ball. Last play, it's Metcalf to the line. Grubbers in behind, straight to Tom Travojevic. He was tracking across the whole way there from the middle of the field, and the kick went straight to him.
You've got to come away with something a little bit better than that. The Warriors are trying to bridge up here. Look at the line speed, trying to put the pressure on the Manly side. Trying to force an error.
They paid a price, the Warriors, for having to burn all those tackles to bring themselves back within range of the 20. Now a chance out that left-hand side. Hopewadi, who had come in from the side. In fact, Saab, who had come in from the sideline, took a carry. He's got cramp. For the moment, though, Manly get a penalty for some high contact. Tolu Kola on his return on the receiving end of it.
Gee, what about his footwork? Kola, fresh legs on the field. The hit over the top there from Tuivasa-Sheck. An easy walk out here for the Manly team. You've got to be so disciplined, trying to get yourself back in the game with your defence. Jump the gun or a high tackle. Manly with another easy walk.
We've got a chance, the back end of this Edison. The lightning flashes again out to the east. Perhaps that storm cell moving out towards the Tasman Sea. Let's hope it is, because it certainly has eased off. Still quite a lightning show out towards the east here. From Old Brookvale at 4 Pines Park. Brown it is. Fair to say, maybe the 13-point play now with a field goal. The back end of this set for Cherry Evans, but breezy conditions, he'll only be perhaps a bit closer than this. Here he is now, to Olakuatu, who bumps it forward. Couldn't imagine he'd take one here, but you never know. Such a confident kicker, and he already has 28 field goals in his career. He lobs one towards the in goal. Knocked backwards there by Montoya. Nickel Crookstar ends up with it. He can't return it though. They drive him back to force a goal line dropout.
Yeah, well done there by Cherry Evans.
Time's off.
Just not sitting back, looking at his kick there. Gets himself involved in the play again. Crookstar tries to get back in the field of play, and the troops arrive. Look at this for a little bit of desperation here from the Manly team. Garrick coming through again. He got one a little bit earlier. Trying to give himself a chance again, but look at that. Cherry Evans, the kicker of the football. We're involved in the tackle.
Well, it was clever work, wasn't it, by Montoya to knock that ball backwards on purpose to Nickel Crookstar, who's ended up in an awkward position there and got his lower leg trapped in one of the Manly defenders for a moment.
It was good by the Manly defence too to hold him up until the troops came.
Well, hang on, we have a penalty here. And Daly Cherry Evans about to get the explanation from the referee.
Ruben's on report for a hip drop.
Ruben Garrick on report for a hip drop tackle.
Sean,
And that contact there with Nickel Crookstar. So Manly won't get the chance to enter the scoreline to put this one away. It's the Warriors instead who'll begin just inside their own 30. They'll need to be special from this point on. It's Niokore who's back out there now. We'll play it here, 20 short of the halfway line. Walker at the back for Metcalf. Cherry Evans again hunting up quickly, pushing the 5/8 back on the inside. Now Johnson to Nickel Crookstar, stepping by Roger Tuivasa-Sheck. Crocodile roll there as he goes across the halfway line with Luke Brooks encumbered. Johnson now for Nua Blake. They swing it through the hands in the middle of the field. Barnett playing here just outside the 40. Chanel Harris-Tavita in there at dummy half. The finish of the game. Johnson goes out the back. Nickel Crookstar doing some stepping. Now Harris-Tavita keeps it going for Nua Blake. Metcalf, Capewell. 3-on-3 here. Comes running the edge forward towards the sideline. Gets down just in time. They've got one more play, the Warriors. This might be the game right here. Down by 12. Metcalf kicks. Trbojevic coming across, makes a very good catch underneath the uprights to keep it in Manly hands.
Yeah, name it at the post too. It brings that into it. But that was a great cut by Turbo. Attack the football. It was a good chase through too by the Warriors, but his hands are too good at the back there for Manly. Been outstanding this evening.
Whatever he was feeling with that pec muscle, very, very minor, because he's been involved and no sign. I haven't seen him yet get up, and here he is to take the carry just to emphasise the point. He'll take that run there. I haven't seen him react and feel that pec area at all in the last 5 minutes or so. So good signs for Tom Trbojevic and the Sea Eagles on the edge of win number 12 this season. Oh, collision there. It'll be a penalty against Nathan Brown. High contact is the call. Shoulder charge as well. Call it whatever you want. He gets up mystified, but Well, with Tenny Zalesniak bringing it back like that.
Well, it's almost a challenge, isn't it, when he runs as hard and like that in the line. Bounces off Brown. Was it high contact? Second man in. It looked a little bit worse than what it was.
The Warriors right now on life support their season. 8 wins, 1 draw, 12 losses. And only 2 games beyond this. Here is Nickel Klukstad. But he stopped here at the 20. He's back through Walker. Johnson here for Metcalf. The back is Pompey. Come from 8 points down against Manly with 2 minutes remaining back in round 6 to force it to golden point. I'm talking that sort of vicinity right now. Johnson comes out here to Walker. Manly's defence in their own goal line in the second half has been outstanding. Kept the Warriors scoreless. Johnson again. Ball that goes to ground. Saab ends up with it. And that might be all she wrote tonight.
Well, he got poleaxed there. Johnson going up the line. Courageous run from him. I think it was Ola Kawadu that hit him. And he put him up here with us.
Returning tonight from a quad muscle injury. Picked up another leg problem there as he was limping back in the defensive line. So inside 3 remaining. So looking forward here through Nathan Brown, the Seagulls. Hopewadi at dummy half. Victory's play 5 carry was there. Willing and able to assist, unrequired, and now Brooks from inside the 40. Drive it down to be played off the boots of Chance Nickel Klukstad. Bring it back as the Lightning erupts out to the east once again. Good stop there by Josh Aloiai. He's had a big stint on the bench tonight. Brown, oh, he's a man on a mission here. He's fired up off the back of that penalty he conceded. Here's a kick from just outside their own 30. It'll bounce down here. Travojevic gets a friendly one. Heads back away from the sideline. And they can just work down the final few seconds here, the Seagulls. And the celebration will begin in earnest here at 4 Pines Park. Hopewadi back to his feet. VB hard-earned index. Adam Fanua-Blake leads everybody. 69 points. Tremendous effort from him once again. Losing outfit. This will confirm they are eliminated tonight in finals contention, the Warriors. Now we've got a problem here. Nathan Brown remains on the field. And it's time off with 75 seconds left on the clock. I'm not too happy about something here in this tackle. Watch it again. Ends up with a player over the top of him in Harris Tavita, who comes down on the back of the head and neck. Yet another place on report here. Might be an all-time record tonight, Blocker, for players placed on report.
It's been one of those games. Just shows the meaning and the feeling in the game and what they're playing for. Just a little bit of pressure on the back of the head there on Brown. Gives as good as he takes.
That he does. Ruben Garrick here would like a kicking tee because they'll wind down the clock and try and add 2 more points here to make this 14 points the lead. The Seagulls run home. Next week, they're on the road. They're at Campbelltown to take on the Tigers. They're actually, in fact, at Leichhardt next week at round 25. One of the Tigers' many home games. And then, of course, the Bulldogs and the Sharks beyond this. Talking of the Lightning, boy, there it is. It's been quite the show. You haven't been able to see a lot of it from our vantage point here high in the grandstand in the commentary box. Boy, out to the east, it has been flashing every few seconds out there. Not quite right in front. 36 metres out. Ruben Garrick with the last play of the game. Manly on the doorstep of the finals with this victory. Garrick gets the flags in the air, and after being locked together at 10 points apiece, it's Manly who do all the scoring in the second half. 14 unanswered points, And at full time here at Brookvale, they've taken down the Warriors 24 points to 10.